Okay, so we finally got these all jointed. We got them all ready to use. We got the top set over there. We're going to glue it together. We got the legs trimmed up. We're going to notch those out. We did change the two pieces on the two of the four on the top, because even though that's a nice knot, that nail hole's a big crack, and to fill it, you can fill it with glue and clamp it back together, it'll be fine, but that's a big nail hole. So we're going to skip that one. If we use it for a side panel or something, spreader. Anyways, so we got all that notched. We're gonna notch the legs real quick so we can get the panels. We're gonna laminate the top together, let it set up so we can use it in just a minute. Okay, so we're gonna glue up to laminate the top, get it ready, clamp it down. Baby glue bottle. I remember that London vacation. It was you and me, the whole thing involved. This is the fun stuff, said nobody ever. But anybody that knows will tell you, glue's the second most important thing next to the material. Long, closer than ever before. Like the night we made love on the hallway, and spent all night alone on the floor. Baby, you're my favorite memory of all. Radio won't work while we're recording, so damn it, Bobby. That's all right, we'll live without it for now. We'll get her fixed up. We're still working on the GoPro and the audio and all that fun stuff. Hopefully sooner than later. Oh, I want to make a comment about a statement I put on somebody's little thread there. I don't remember where she was from, but she was looking for somebody to come and install some shower heads. And, and I said something, and I honestly was not trying to be rude or mean or smart mouth or anything like that, but I told her to get a pair of vice grips. Now, I didn't mean that in an ugly way. I didn't mean, wasn't poking fun, wasn't, none of that kind of stuff. But if you have a home of any kind, an apartment, a home, whatever the case may be, you're gonna need a couple of little hand tools. And a pair of channel locks is one of the few that will be your best friend sometimes. And obviously, no, they're not perfect, they're not the right thing, right tool for the right job, but for the most part, you can get a lot done with a pair of channel locks. And that's all I meant by it. I wasn't trying to talk about anybody or do anything like that. We're just trying to help somebody out. Get a pair of channel locks and you'd be surprised how much you can do. Hey, you're my favorite memory of all. Merle Haggard, he's my hero. What do we have left? Old timers like me know that there ain't many left. George is gone. We got Bo Cephas, I think, and Willie. I believe that's all that's left. And if I'm mistaken, please forgive me, but I think that's all we got left. Two of the greats still, but it's a shame. Kind of sad we don't have good old music anymore. Not saying that the new guys don't make decent music. I ain't trying to start nothing. Just saying, it ain't the same. Change is good, you know, most of the time, obviously, but it's all right. Well, that'll get that dude set up, and then we'll run it through the planer just to make sure, because obviously they're thin panels now. After we had to plane everything down to get them flat, we might run it through once on the top side and get her smoothed out, ready to put on. Other than that, now it's time to notch the legs. We're gonna notch the legs. And I sure wish that would have been the outside. That sure is a lot nicer. I guess we got to switch sides we're gonna use, but hey, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. Like old Derek says, Obieri on Roadworthy Rescue. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna make it work. When in doubt, make it work. We'll notch it to center. We're gonna bring the doors to 18 inches, 4-inch drawer front, 3/16 back panel. Yeah. And here's our mark stop. Alto. Don't cut no further. And then of course we get to chisel her out a little bit, all that good stuff. But hey, could be a lot worse, right? My favorite memory of all. Yeah, don't you think that's a lot better side to have been the outside of the leg after we route the edge nice and 1/4 inch round over? That would have been a lot nicer than that being on the outside, but you can see some of that quarter sewn. Oh, that'll be all right too after it gets stain on it. Ish, she'll be all right, Captain. She'll be all right, Captain. All right, then, we're gonna notch this out along with the back legs. And we're going to start setting the spreaders, and we'll be back. Okay, so here we go. We're going to notch out. Finally got the saw set. Always something. You got to clean the saw, clean your tools. Clean shop is a happy shop. Yeah, I know, but hey. Alrighty then. Alrighty, Dad. All right. Right side, let's see, what do we choose? Right side and right side. Yeah, that's right side. Right side, left side, left side. Left side, strong side. Right side, strong side. Friday Night Lights, ain't nothing like football in Texas. It is a little warm. I'm kind of parched. A little bit parched. We shall pick. So we're thinking about making this. We're going about 20 inches wide, 14 deep, and about bedside or lamp table, what, 26 inches tall? 26 inches AFF. So, you know, on some stuff, not this obviously, but on some pieces that you want to do, you can use reclaimed material. So you got the rough cuts from the planer when the first time I went through the planer at the mill. And that's really nice when you bring that out sometimes. You don't want it on a finished piece, but something you're making for the garage, or it means there's a lot of stuff that is antique look that has the planer marks in it, and it looks nice. It looks nice. I think, therefore I'm probably wrong, but we need to square this one edge because that dude is nothing but busted. You know, many moons have passed, but one time when I was working with Dad, we were working on a bar for this couple, and he'd have me calling out the measurements to him, and he'd cut it, toss it to me, and I'd fasten, and we got to a point, and I was giving him down, 30 seconds, 18 and 30 seconds, 32, whatever, 18, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. He said, son, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm giving you the measurements. He said, son, it's a bar, not a piano. What's the measurement? So I don't do that anymore. We just kind of eyeball it. We get close enough, right? So I think what we're going to do now, sometimes I like to stain all the pieces before we put them together. Obviously, that's easier most of the time. However, there are some times when it's not. Doesn't really matter. And I don't think this time it's going to matter. So, besides, unfortunately, I think I have to get a little more stain. I think I used up a lot of my stain. So, we're going to measure across, get our panel width, get the spreaders. We're going to go ahead. We were thinking about routing the inside of the spreader where the panel hits it, but I think, again, therefore I'm probably wrong, but I think I had to make some cove molding for a piece a while back, so I have some left. I'm thinking we may put the cove molding in the channel just to dress it up just a bit. That way it won't look exactly like something you made out of materials from a pallet that you had to reclaim. But, all right, we'll be back in a bit.